releasing 42,000 pounds of thrust, accelerating the aircraft, and also increasing our fuel consumption.
I have to butt in here. Get the FA-18 in the air, coming around over the top of the Connie and the F-22 at Oshkosh. There's nowhere else you can go in the world where you see this combination. So get targeted on that airplane and get down to the ground position. Look at this. We are so lucky. Thank you, Paul Poporesny. Thank you, Audrey Poporesny. Back to you, Lieutenant.
Close again from the left is Lieutenant Graves and Mr. Lovely. Now, underneath the aircraft carrier, we enter it in an 800-foot overhead pattern on a visual day-landing configuration. That's a left-hand brake overhead the ship. That's the quickest way to recover a tactical aircraft when you're orbiting overhead the ship. We stack up at altitude starting at 2,000 feet up to 5,000 feet. And then the stack decreases visually as each aircraft sequences in, and this is all done without talking to each other. You are looking down at the aircraft beneath you and spotting the aircraft carrier deck for the aircraft to launch, and you begin the recovery.
So I put out a test a moment ago, and one of my Sheriff buddies up here said, okay, I spotted your mistake, Christian. The F-35, not the F-22. I was a little excited. I get a chance. I'm only human.
True, of course.
And when I mess up, which I do quite often, I'm going to hear about it. Sir.
Well, Dave, we've got a saying that we often use that, especially when we're dealing with the warbirds and such, there's so many books out there that have so many different kinds of numbers, right?
Yes.
And the real true numbers of some of the airplanes out there truly just aren't known. And I have seen them range considerably. So we have the saying,
Yes.
if your numbers are different than ours, then
You're right.
Indeed.
We will not argue. 5 books, 5 different numbers. Okay. Coming in from your left.
Most amphibians, we're not rolling out for landing here. Typically, as you roll into the groove 3/4 of a mile from the ship, you'll make a ball call. Not done during the daytime, that is all during zip-lip. However, at night, you would make that call flying an on-speed angle of attack. So if you look at the nose gear, you'll see a tiny amber light. That is repeated in the cockpit. That indicates he's flying an on-speed approach. Landing signal officers on the carrier are looking at that to determine if he's slow, fast, or on-speed. Finally touching down into the 3-wire. Folks, as the aircraft rolls out, you can see he's got the stabilizers dug all the way into full nose up position. Those stabilizers are so big that they can actually act as another speed brake, aiding in slowing